Okay, let's see what happens next. A late night on day 15. You arrive home after another long shift to find a note waiting for you on the countertop. You recognize Sam's hurried scrawl. Chris has been evicted for not paying rent. You know where this is headed. Chris is my wife's brother, I think, who I didn't give the passport to. And if I remember correctly, that would be because of the advance party, basically seizing the passports from the quote-unquote wealthy. And I'm not sure if he really fit into that category, but they took his passport anyway, and he wanted mine because we look the same. And I didn't give it to him, and we'll see what the consequences of that are. Apparently, I know where this is headed, so let's see. Sam's going to pick up Chris's stuff from the street. Don't wait up! Underlined twice. So this is your fault now, is it? You sulkily pressed play on the cheap horror film you were going to watch together. It used to absolutely terrify you as a kid, but always makes the two of you laugh. It's not the same without Sam, but you still chuckle to yourself occasionally. So we were kind of tight. Oh yeah, well, Sam is the girlfriend, right? Yeah. Or the wife, rather. Day 15. Anyway, just as you get to the good bit, the part where Candy decides to investigate alone, your 14-year-old son interrupts. He wants to go to a friend's house. He looks at you in a way only a child can, pleading, but somehow defiant. He wants to go to a friend's house and he's 14. You let him go as long as he promises to be home by 11. You tell Charlie no, he's not allowed out this late on a school night. Sorry, Charlie. It is a bit late. Charlie's voice gets louder and louder as he sees you're not going to change your mind. You pretend that's for my own good, but really you just want to be left alone. I frickin' hate you. He hesitates. He knows he's gone too far, but in his rage, he can't bring himself to back down. Before you can open your mouth, he storms up the stairs and slams his door. You decide to give him some space. You both need to cool down. You check in on your son before you head to bed. It's a tricky one. I want to check on him, but it's probably better to... I'll check in on him. You knock on Charlie's door, and when there's no answer, you quietly open it. Your son is under the duvet, sulking. He's determinedly facing the wall, but once it's clear you're not leaving until he talks to you, sighs and turns to face you. He needs to learn to control his temper. He begrudgingly apologizes for his outburst, and both of you sleep much easier having cleared the air. Okay, that's nice. I'm glad we sorted things out. You know, it's not easy to be, strict sometimes, but sometimes you have to be. Shame, man. Wow, a lot of time's passing here. What's happening? Day 48. A tight Christmas. You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow has settled on the grass outside. The kids are pulling a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You did always have a soft spot for Christmas. You're sitting at the head of the table now, at your dad's place. It's been a tense afternoon. Everyone can feel it. It's the first time you've seen Chris since you refused to part with your passport. It's a big change for Sam. The two siblings used to be inseparable. Yeah, I guess that did put a strain on the relationship. Christmas is usually such a nice time of year. The clatter of cutlery is all that can be heard as Chris stares pointedly at you. Are you having a nice Christmas, Grandma? You make toast, you stay silent. I'll ask Grandma if she's alright. Your mother stares vacantly at you, confused. She comes back to herself with a start of recognition. Yes, thank you, Alex. It's lovely, she murmurs. It's been happening more and more lately. That's sad. Like a dementia happening. The clatter of cutlery is all that can be heard as Chris stares pointedly at you. It's still staring at me, huh? Let's just be silent then. Chris knocks back a fourth glass of wine a little too violently. See, Sam? Can't even look me in the eyes after what happened? Your daughter looks up confused. What do you mean? What happened? She asks quietly. You brace yourself? Sam tries to interject. Let's not go into it now. But Chris continues forcefully. No, I think she should hear it. Well, Susie, Alex here. Thank you, Chris. That's enough. Chris turns away from you, taking some frustration out on a cheap cut of roast chicken. Your daughter, Susie, seizes the opportunity to corner you. You know how you love me? You chuckle. That sounds familiar. I'm not going to like this, am I? You joke. Susie rolls her eyes. You know, me and my friends are planning on going traveling this year. Susie begins innocently. Well, I was hoping you'd help me with the money. She's interrupted by Chris, who makes a derisive snort. I wouldn't hold your breath, Suze. Not known for your generosity, are you, Alex? Chris, do us all a favor and shut your mouth. Or ignoring Chris, you smile at your daughter. I'll smile at my daughter, not make a scene. We'll see so many parts of the world and learn so much about other cultures, Susie gushes. You sigh and lower your voice. We know money is really tight now and Grandma's staying here. We just don't have that kind of money, Suze. But please, Harriet's parents are helping her. Am I caving? I was strict on my son. I have to be strict on my daughter too, huh? I'm sorry, I wish we could afford it, but we can't. What? You promised, your daughter yells. She looks from the face of one parent to the other and opens her mouth to speak. Instead, she lets out a frustrated shriek and buries her head in her hands. Chris starts to applaud. Of course he does. And the Parent of the Year award goes to... Chris starts a sarcastic drum roll on the table. You look to Sam for support, but none is coming. Pay no attention, Suze. Chris goes on. Alex has no time for their family, isn't that right? You can't bring yourself to speak. Pathetic. Chris puts an arm around Susie and escorts her out of the room. Sam follows without meeting your gaze. Wow, Sam's also angry, eh? Charlie excuses himself awkwardly as you start to clear the plates in silence. Have you had a nice birthday, Pat? Your mother chimes in carefully. Merry freaking Christmas. Yeesh, that was really depressing. Oh my god. No, how long does this go on for? Okay. Day 63, you're leafing through the pile of accumulated posts. Each new bill pulls on your gut like a lead weight until a flash of blue makes you pause. Recognizing the teal advanced logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Dear Winston residents, thank you for sending us your passports for approval. We can now confirm the receipt and validation for the new Assets and Wealth Redemption Scheme. Uh-oh. Wait, this is not good. These guys are just taking people's money and pretending like it's only the rich. Hopefully this will make the last month of argument with Sam worth it. As such, it is our pleasure to enclose a check which we hope you will see as a symbol not only of our gratitude to you, but of our unwavering commitment to creating a society free of inequality. The throbbing of your fresh, speed-induced paper cuts is the only reason you can believe you're awake. A check? And a sizable one at that. Chris was right. Advance really are redistributing wealth. We will continue to strive for the betterment of this nation and its people. Forwards together, Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Yeah, the weight of your financial burdens lessens slightly. It's bliss. It really is. It can be. I'm very concerned. It's been 72 days. We've only done 2 broadcasts. Why does the zip on this damn case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year, you and Sam go away for the weekend. Usually camping. You're not made of money. You've been looking forward to it for ages. Finally getting some time alone together where you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance and some peace of quiet. The zip finally gives up the battle and you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. The answering machine is blinking on the whole table. Well, don't listen to it. It's probably not good. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bozeman. I'm calling to inform you that you'll be required to work this weekend. Of course. Your heart sinks. Some information has come to light concerning the rising tensions between our nation and foreign powers. Oh boy. And the national nightly news team will be working around the clock to ensure we break the story first. Needless to say, I will expect your attendance tomorrow morning 8 a.m. sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. Shock turns to annoyance and then fury. What are you going to tell Sam? It's our job, isn't it? Sam comes downstairs brimming with excitement, kissing you. They grab the car keys from the dish and start to load the bags into the back. Should we just ignore the message and we need this weekend? We'll be so fired. Oh man, this is a horrible decision. They've all been, honestly. Well, look, if I don't do this, we're not doing another broadcast. If I ignore the message, I'm probably getting fired, and that's it. Let's be real. Should I ignore the message? I wonder. It's really tempting. Let's see what happens if we do that. Message deleted. What was that? Comes a voice from behind you. Nothing important, you reply as you put on your coat, adrenaline coursing through your body. Grabbing Sam around the waist, you practically slam the front door. You might as well enjoy your time off. You're going to pay for it on Monday. Oh boy. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. When you get to work Monday morning, you get some sour looks from your exhausted colleagues. A note sit waiting for you. The immaculate script is blood red. I am very disappointed, Winston. Was it worth it? It's like a third of a year. What's happening here? A permission slip? Your son Charlie hovers at your elbow as you read. Did you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of this team? Do you like reaping the benefits of cooperation? Join the advanced go-getters today. Forwards, together. This doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. He's joining advance? Charlie grabs the flyer from you and thrusts a form into your hand. So I can walk there straight from school and Ben's sister can drop us home after, so you won't have to do anything. Shall I let him go? Fine. Your son is thrilled. It's heartwarming to see him so passionate about becoming an active part of the community. This can only be a good thing. I'm pretty willing to bet it isn't, but we will find out. There's a lot of this novel segment happening here. A profitable partnership. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find the post sorted in piles, as Sam has taken to doing recently. Most of it is the usual rubbish, but a letter with the increasingly familiar advanced logo and urgent, respond immediately plastered on the front in a correspondingly urgent red font grabs your attention. Yes, what is that? Is that Neil's Deals? Best to get it over with. Is that the Illuminati symbol next to that? Take to select Eye of the Beholder, Neil's Deals, Pleasure Corp. Those are the probably different companies we advertise, huh? Dear Winston residents, this letter is to inform me that the advanced government is taking another step forwards in our fight for equality by nationalizing the largest private corporations and redistributing their resources amongst the citizens of this great country. The Partnership Bonds program ensures that wealth created by the people, is delivered to the people. You don't remember this being in the manifesto. Every household will become a partner in one of 3 carefully selected institutions chosen by Advance for consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. Please select one of the following. I have the Beholder, whether it's cosmetics, clothing, or couture. We see the beauty in all our customers. Neil's Deals, it's always a steal from Crazy Neil. Pleasure Call. Our business is your pleasure, from sport to travel or even just some you time. You can't say pleasure without leisure. True. What is happening? This is weird. Okay, whatever. I'm just going to pick one of these. Let's go with Pleasure Core, because the other two can't freak me out. Thank you for making your selection. Current wealth holiday time. Oh, look, I'm doing good. Please return this form using the envelope provided. You'll receive a report from your partnership in 3 to 6 working months. So am I getting money from these companies? It seems even Advance can defeat the quagmire of governmental bureaucracy. The future of this nation is in partnership. Forwards together. Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Just how much influence could you have? A teenage rebellion. Good Lord. You step out of your old car in silence. Sam slams the door and you wince, hoping the door won't come off its hinges. You don't say anything. Now's not the time. As you approach the front desk, you feel physically sick. The police officer asks you to wait. Eventually, after what seems like an eternity, your daughter is brought out by an officer with a kind face. She's a good kid, but if we pick her up for graffiti again, we will have to charge her. You nod and apologize on Susie's behalf as Sam hugs your shell-shocked daughter. As you shake her hand, the officer lowers her voice. Keep her away from that boy and I think she'll be fine. What is she up to? Is this because I wouldn't let her go overseas? In the car, you attempt to broach the subject, but Susie refuses to say a word. After a while, you give up your questions about who this boy might be and just drive. Hours later, you stare at the ceiling, worrying. The stillness in the bedroom is the only sign that Sam is also wide awake. Who is Susie hanging out with? Why is she acting out? Neither of you are going to sleep tonight. That sounds awful. Sharing a room with someone who doesn't want to talk to you is not a pleasant thing. Is this all because we didn't give him our passport? Good heavens. Well, that was a lot. I'll be honest, I think that's quite enough of that segment. Can we have another broadcast, please? Okay, we're going to switch between the feeds, load up our tapes for the commercials, switch on the plugs. I think I got it. And then the interference will come every once in a while, deal with that, censor the swears. Yeah, we got this. Oh no, and now. Yeah, okay, we're back at work.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here, your boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other 2, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second brink. Right, that's the lot.
Okay, the advanced transition. Okay, we'll put on the joy of screws here.
Why are men such pricks?
Check your prostate here. And advanced transition
Are you saying he
in the
chases
middle.
a imaginary friend in the sky?
Okay.
I don't know why I talked to you.
The problem is
Next.
with full date.
10 seconds, everybody.
What
Like
should
I
we...
said.
Oh, 10 seconds. Crap. I need to remember how to do this stuff.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative, A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol means.
What's happening? What's happening? What happened? What just happened? Why? Why did that happen? Why did broadcast fail? You didn't select the headline. The news can continue without a headline choice. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me try that again. Oh gosh, that terrified me. Okay, I need to start getting better at these. My grades haven't been very good for this company. Hopefully we'll get to replace some of them again at some point. Okay, the headlines. I need to keep an eye out for those headlines. Okay, let's go again.
Getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second.
Gotcha.
Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Total pimp. My God, that weather looks nasty.
Oh, how's it
Okay.
going, Steve?
Why are all men such pricks?
That well, eh?
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his fish.
No.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talk to you.
You're probably just a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Okay, I must keep an eye out for those headlines.
Good evening.
Okay.
I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking.
Oh, yeah,
what this
people are
mysterious
resisting, huh?
symbol might mean.
Critics have been quick to dismiss the graffiti as a publicity stunt or an act of frustration by a tiny, disorganized group of those who will never, under any circumstances, be content.
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborg-Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return.
Okay, so far so good. Yes, I got the image in time.
Engineers to successfully fix their craft, the team
Operation
seem likely
Survive.
to attempt to farm the cabin's ecosystem while they wait for rescue from above ground. I think I'll stick to risotto, Jeremy.
Bearing their opinions, the formerly rich are fighting back with a naked protest.
Our very own Robin Short was on hand earlier today when this new protest group first presented themselves.
Why? What happened now? Oh, another image came up? Good grief. I didn't see the headline. Oh, man. Fine, fine. I'll take my lumps. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just playing in my head everything that happens so I can be prepared for it.
Adverts loaded. I thought I should just
Okay.
tell you that we've had one of those
Let's turn the
public
switches
information
on.
films from the government, and it's mandatory that you
Got
play
it.
it.
Next,
You still have a
get
free
the adverts
choice
in
for the other two,
place. Advance
so read
goes
those tape labels
second.
carefully, but make sure you
Prostate
play
can
the
go
advance advert,
first.
preferably at the second
Joy of
break.
screws
Right,
can go
that's the
last.
lot. Have a great show.
Okay, next we'll get a feed up any second now.
Oh, how's it going with Steve?
Why are all men such pricks?
That well, eh?
Yeah, we'll have it on Jeremy. He's going to be the first to talk. And then the images are
Sorry, are you saying
A
he
and
chose his
B in the
imaginary
bottom
friend in the
left.
sky over you?
I don't know why I talked to you.
You're probably just a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking
so far so good.
meetings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Sforsborg-Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
Okay, I got the second
Without
image
enough
ready.
engineers to
Cool.
successfully fix their craft, the team seem likely to attempt to farm the cavern's ecosystem while they wait for rescue from above ground. I think I'll stick to risotto, Jeremy.
Okay, around here I messed up.
The formerly rich are fighting back with a
Oh, there's the images.
Our very own Robin Short was on hand earlier today when this new protest group first presented themselves.
Spokesman Wentworth Somerset Bentley said today, "They've had the shirts off our backs. They might as well have the rest of it too." And while it's easy to laugh, perhaps we should all just be pondering how desperate the formerly rich are to regain their power.
Fallen angel, notorious addict Johnny Handsleeve seems to have reached a new low in his battle with booze, as this recent picture reveals.
Okay,
Johnny's
this is going
star
better.
certainly lacks its silver glow these days, with public concern over his mental and physical health growing at an alarming rate.
Okay, I'm getting the hang of
Being
it.
banned
Here
from
we
the
go.
national squad earlier this year after urinating on a referee during a friendly against East Grinchley, things seem to have
Shouldn't
gone
do
from
that.
bad to worse for Hamsleeves.
Is his once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sports?
And radical ideas. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them,
Oh, the Snugglehugs. That doll.
today announced a surprising new
That thing
project
probably
that
went
already has the
rampant
market
somewhere.
raising an eyebrow.
Known for taking risks and bold strategies, could the adventurous CEO be leading the business giant down a dark alley, or taking it to a new level of success?
The manufacturing giant promises that the Junior Employment Opportunity Scheme will not only increase employment but also productivity. But critics are speaking out against what they're calling child labour. The scheme is being marketed under the
Child
slogan,
labour?
lots of little hands to make lots of little things.
Oh
That
dear.
exclusive prime ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon coming to you live from the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
Okay, and now I can put a tape on, huh?
Makeup!
Is it raining?
What's happening? What's happening?
A bit. I saw a man fall by a massive boat.
X.
Where is
No, I don't know what to do. What did I do? Oh. What happened? You lost your audience because you showed too much footage that was not for broadcast. That's not for broadcast, God. Use the lights under the small TV screens to help you. Okay, let's go from the checkpoint. Thankfully there is one. Oh man. Okay, so I don't want them to see too much of the behind the scenes, obviously. That's bad. Gosh, it was going so well up to that point as well. But I didn't see something to switch to. Okay, no, there was another feed I could swap to. I think on the bottom right screen. Number 4, I think it was, the 4th feed. I'll see now. I think there is a place I can divert attention. Here goes nothing. Okay. And where's our checkpoint here?
Adverts loaded. I thought I should just
Oh
tell you that
Lord,
we've
it's
had
from the
one of those
beginning.
Public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice to
Gotcha.
too. So read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the
This got
advanced
hard really
advert,
quickly.
preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Total pip. My God, that weather looks nasty.
Gotcha.
Oh, how's it going with Steve?
Why are all men such pricks?
That one, eh?
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his face.
no.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talked to you.
You're probably just a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Correct. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings
Let's try
throughout
this
the
one.
capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Sforsborg
give
and
it Operation
Horgensvoord
Survive
and David
again.
Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
Without enough engineers to successfully fix their craft, the team seem likely
that an
to
island in a
attempt to
mushroom?
farm the cabin's ecosystem while they wait for rescue from above ground. I think I'll stick to risotto, Jeremy.
Bearing their opinions, the formerly rich are fighting back with a naked protest.
Our very own Robin Short was on hand earlier today when this new protest group first presented themselves.
It might seem amusing to us, but clearly this formerly overprivileged section of our society is not adjusting well to the new future. It's often too easy to forget that not every citizen is thriving under advance.
Fallen angel? Notorious addict Johnny Hansleeve seems to have reached a new low in his battle with booze, as this recent picture reveals.
Johnny's star certainly lacks its former glow these days, with
Okay,
public
so far,
concern over his
I've
mental
got
and
this.
physical health growing at an alarming rate.
Let's hope that the team at the Gentle Touches Rehabilitation Centre can help Johnny get back to his former glory. Johnny's family have asked for privacy during this difficult time. We'll have reporters at the clinic around the clock, so you don't miss a thing.
Is his once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sports?
And radical ideas. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Remington's Fist CEO Sophia Remington today announced a surprising new project that already has the markets raising an eyebrow.
Known for taking risks and bold strategies, could the adventurous CEO be leading the business giant down a dark alley, or taking it to a new level of success?
We understand the Mobile Orientation Operational Burrowing
Okay, that's all the
Service will
headlines.
be a new international travel system.
Now I'll be
based
ready to
around
pivot when they wrap up
construction of a
the
major tunnel
broadcast.
Through the centre of the Earth. Sophia Remington claims it will make travelling from one side of the world to the other the matter of an afternoon. Geologists are concerned about the implications of digging a hole through the planet, while flat earthers claim it should be quite easy.
With that exclusive prime
Makes sense.
ministerial...
Huh? If in the chat. What? Okay, we're back.
You live.
Sorry about that.
First
I'm not sure what
annual
happened.
Sports Board Final.
You won't want to miss us. National Nightly News.
Okay, we transitioned in time, right? Good lord, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm really sorry for that noise. I think the game crashed for a second. What? What?
Makeup!
What am I doing wrong?
4.
Sickle, there we go.
First tonight, after the Christmas horror caused
Oh my
by
gosh.
Mr. Snugglehugs, we have an exclusive interview with one
I'm
of the
not sure what
victims.
happened. What did I do
Poor
wrong?
7-year-old Timmy Tadlock, like so many of those affected by the Christmas bloodbath, has spent the last 3 months undergoing a series of reconstructive facial surgeries.
Last week, he spoke for the first time since the tragedy. Tonight, he talks to us.
Before we go to the interview, however, this station would like to issue a full and frank apology for any part we may have played in the tragedy. We should
What?
never have advertised Mr. Snugglehugs.
Oh, is that my fault?
The sheer scale of this tragedy, and now upwards of 8,000 casualties, might have been averted.
On behalf of
Oh
the
dear.
Nightly News team,
How many?
we're sorry.
In future, we will do better.
Now it's over to Robin Short at the Tadlock family home. Robin?
Thank you, Megan. I'm here with Mr. and Mrs. Tadlock and their 7-year-old son, Timothy. Thanks for spending time with us today.
Yes, well, you're
Oh my gosh, what did that doll do to them?
What you lot did. Irresponsible. I mean, whose idea was this anyway?
It's all right. It wasn't your fault.
Oops.
As you can see, Megan, there's still a few open wounds here. I'll check.
I need to remember how to do this. There.
Hello, Timmy. Can you see me?
Mummy, who's that lady?
It's the lady from the television, Timothy. She's going to ask you a few questions.
You be careful now, it upsets him to remember.
Don't worry.
Can we
Mr.
sync
Tadlock.
up?
I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason. So, Timmy,
Are we in
can you
sync?
tell us what happened to you? You had just unwrapped Mr. Snugglehugs, hadn't you?
There we go.
Yes, I could smell him already. He smelled like love.
Ah, yes.
Did he?
Scented
Shame, man.
with hoof.
I was
Scented
so
with hoof.
excited. I ran up to my room and gave him a big hug. He was so soft and warm. Like
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
before he got in
Oh,
the way
this
of
again.
Papa's Porsche.
Bloody cat had a death wish.
And what did Mr. Snugglehugs say to you?
He blinked his real action eyes and said, "You're my very best friend. But I sure wish Mrs. Snugglehugs was here, and she can't be for just $89.99. And then it's
Okay.
a general error. 41.
And is that when he burst into
Look
flames?
careful.
And then
What?
he exploded.
Oh, look, I've asked you nicely.
And am I right in saying that
Why
one of
would
his
he
real
explode?
action eyes is now permanently embedded in your cheek?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
When I took him in at night, it glows through bandages. I know it's under there.
Staring at me.
Yeah, some of the other children.
That's
calling
horrific.
him Timmy Three Eyes. And then with his glasses, that's 5.
It's too many eyes.
To me,
Robin.
3 eyes.
And what's the last thing you remember before the darkness overtook you?
He looked at me with his one eye and laughed. Laughed as he burned.
It sounds
Oh, man.
very traumatic. Do you have nightmares?
All right, that's quite
you,
enough of
Timmy?
you two coming in here with your camera trying to make a buck out of our suffering. I won't have it.
Mr. Tadlock, just a couple more questions. Timmy, do you think you will ever be what we can call
No, you've had your
normal again?
questions.
Do you think you'll ever be what we can call normal again?
Do you think your parents will ever really love you again?
Right, that's it. Enough.
What?
Poster, your favourite poster, Timmy. Are you okay? Oh.
So there
This is hard.
just one of the many victims of an indescribable tragedy that has shaken our nation.
I'm pleading, am I not?
Thank you, Robin. Harrowing stuff.
And many questions to be answered by Sophia Remington in the coming days and months, I'd wager. How will she turn this crisis around?
So, Jeremy, what are the warning signs a consumer should look out for when they're spotting a dangerous toy?
Well, Megan, experts advise to always check for the new advance mark, which guarantee a level of safety and quality.
Yeah, can we just get a close-up on camera 3 here? So if we take a look at this National Nightly News
Cheap
magazine,
Oh, the
viewers on
close-up.
blah blah blah.
just on the base of it there.
In the wake of the scandal, the government were praised for their swift response in bringing in this set of stringent checks on new products.
It certainly is good to know that someone's watching out for our families. When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Ward Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
First ad.
Oh, sorry, I'm bursting.
She's very good.
Who?
Megan,
Yes, yes.
watch your back, Jeremy. The women are coming.
I'm more worried about this water dripping onto my head.
Alex, Bozeman, we're getting reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their fleshy bits about. Try and make sure you
What?
don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for
Oh,
God's
no.
sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news. Bozeman out.
Pressure on the
How are they going to get on
This can
camera?
cause trouble starting to pee, and it can cause laundry-based trouble between you and your she-demon of an ex-wife. So what caused this big old prostate in your bum? Well, sorry, me and the doctors, we don't know. But I can tell you, as you get older, your body changes, and that's okay. If you're worried about
That's
your
what it
swollen
says.
bum, Sam,
That's
how can
understand,
a
but I always say
God's
welcome
sake?
back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do.
Procedure
I've got one
is
hack
easy,
line.
it's quick.
Let's
That's supposed to
see.
mean I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's nothing wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds.
Oh, I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
Want to see us fry? It's good for the ratings.
5, 4, 3.
There we
Welcome
go.
back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolfe. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan. You joined me live here for the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Eddie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the
Nice.
lanky hamster. And facing
lanky
her
hamster.
tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending. It's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the Fingernail Harris. Just waiting
Tommy
on
the
ref
Fingernail
now.
Harris.
Clapping ceremony is taking part. Still going on. Striker, first. Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin.
D-Robe.
Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brain. Stupid. Eddie Striker. Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show. Not after last time. On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy.
Okay.
Using his arm to pick up the ball. Not a bad shot there from Harris. Back to Striker for shots number 3. All right. She's gone to sort of throwing it under her legs.
Hey.
Not bad, if you ask me.
Don't know why you can. To Harris.
Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Football. Move back.
I'd say that's fair, but what do I know?
What did you do? Toss it.
Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So really not a good start there for Tommy Harris in round 1. We can only hope that round 2 treats him a bit better. But first, of course, after the argument with the ref section, it's time to change ends.
Of ends.
Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends. And of course,
Okay.
now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense.
If you say so.
Striker giving it large.
Second round. Double. Harris.
Winter round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streak on the pitch. I apologise if we broadcast any of that stuff. She appears to have slogans across.
Whoa.
Try and ignore all of that.
Wait.
Security, I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible. Apologise
Oh, no.
if we broadcast any of that. As I said, we're going to get.
I gotta hide the nudity.
They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow. Because it's quite an eyesore, and women's body, yeah. All right, great. Okay, so back into round 2 now, and Harris absolutely determined to close that massive gap. Eddie Striker. No, it's just some of the tightest play I've seen ever.
Was it him first or her first?
Harris.
Him. Okay.
And was that a fitted thumb screw? We haven't seen that since the heats. What a brilliant move. Back to Striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound.
What? Why?
Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastery in this play here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course, the boys said that. And after all, it is a game of 2 halves, 4 rounds and 7 subs. But now, of course, it's time for the half-time show. Sponsored by Remington Smith.
On my whistle, on my whistle.
Must be some music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here. We can only
Whoa!
we'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it.
Okay.
Is running around here with his genitals on display for all to see. And ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dance interlude there. Now he's thrusting himself in Harris's face. Security's on it. And the bucket has been knocked over! I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out now.
I've got to keep hiding that nudity.
Sunday morning television.
Nope.
And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
Final poses. Ball boy cannot be in the final pose.
And a lovely finish there on
He
both
gets a
sides.
penalty for that.
I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these two players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't.
Thank you.
Not bad.
What is this activity?
Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around. Back to Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. Am I right, ladies?
What?
Tommy Harris.
Let's go, Tommy.
And he dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move, because, of course, if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket. Back to Striker.
So the whole idea is to not get the ball in the bucket. I just realised now.
And Striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but, of course, perhaps... And yes, Harris has counted with a tiny bell. That is a wonderful play. Of course, we've seen that before. Look at her face.
This is so random. Okay.
That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame.
Harris receives possession now.
Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles. So, here we go. Tommy Harris. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact. A caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, like...
Oh, no, not again.
I don't know what I can be doing about this. I mean, sort of breasts and genitals for all to see.
Yeah, we're not seeing any of that.
They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? All right, I'll try and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match. What's going on here? Yes.
We want our money.
Yes, very good. Take them away. Bloody wasters, absolute wasters. Oh, jog on!
This is the mime round.
It's an absolute bloody...
Okay.
Okay, and now
I'm not even sure where to put the camera right now.
Of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it?
Oh, no.
Nice imaginary shot there from Harris. It really could go in there at this point. Really high-level play here from 2 absolute juggernauts of the sport.
Hold.
The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on.
Illegal spit.
From a Striker. But she's in it to win it.
Harris's ball.
On it like a car bonnet.
What? On it like a car bonnet.
Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris. And he's trying to... And the banana was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end. What a pathetic... There we go, Jeremy, that is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump.
What?
We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official.
Contestants in, please. And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship is
again a win for everyone, including me as my 15th
That is the dumbest spot. The dumbest sport I've ever seen.
My wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the on-site security to collect their medals.
Oh, what's happening? Oh my gosh. What just happened? Why? You electrocuted yourself into unconsciousness and what does that mean? I electrocuted myself? What? I'm so confused. Do I have to do that whole bizarre ball thing again? That was so weird. If you're watching this, thank you. I don't know why, but I appreciate it regardless. Feel free to tell me what that whole sport was about.
Alex,
alright, I guess we're doing it again.
Protesters might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their fleshy bits about. Try and make sure you don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news. Bozeman out.
Word.
Well, that's what it says.
Yes, I understand that, but I always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds.
Oh, I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
I want to see us fry. It's good for the ratings.
5, 4.
Oh, is that why I got electrocuted? Because of the dripping?
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan. You join me live here for the final.
Here we go again.
It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Eddie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the lanky hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending, it's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the Fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part.
Okay, I missed the slapping ceremony. Okay, good.
And, Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin. Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brain. Stupid. Eddie Striker. Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show. Not after last time. On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball. Not a bad shot there from Harris. Back to Striker for shots number 3. All right. She's gone to sort of throwing it under her legs. Not bad if you ask me.
Go the way completely. To Harris.
Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Football. Move back.
I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So really not a good start there for Tommy Harris in round 1. We can only hope that round 2 treats him a bit better. But first, of course, after the arguing with the ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends. And of course, now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense. Striker giving it large.
Second round, you do play Harris.
Winter round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streak on the pitch.
Oh, no.
Doesn't we broadcast any of that stuff? She appears to have slogans across her breast.
Okay, gotta keep that off the camera.
Can't ignore all of that security. I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible. Apologise if we we broadcast any of that. As I said, we're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible. They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow because it's quite an eyesore. And,
I'm also struggling to follow. This is a very tricky situation to concentrate on.
Determined to close that massive gap.
Oh, that's why I was hearing thunder, because it's raining in the studio.
That's one of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris. And was that the fitted thumb screw? We haven't seen that since the Heats. What a brilliant move. Back to striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound. Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastery in this play here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course, we've always said that. And after all, it is a game of two halves. 4 rounds and 7 subgenres. But now, of course, it's time for the half-time show. Sponsored by Remington Smith.
Oh, okay, the naked people are going to show up again just now.
Nice piece of music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here. We can only apologise for that. We'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it. Is running around here with his genitals on display for all to see. And ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dance interlude there. Now he's thrusting himself in Harris's face. Security's on it. And the bucket has been knocked over.
I gotta find a way to keep it off. They knocked over the bucket.
The bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out now. Genitals flying around for all to see. Really, if you ask me, not Sunday morning television. And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
Final poses. Ball boy cannot be in the final pose.
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these two players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Not bad. Well, that ball boy's giving me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on there. Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around. Back to Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. Am I right, ladies?
I don't know what you mean.
And it dribbles down
it
his
just
arm,
rolls
which is
back.
actually a really good move, because of course if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket. Back to striker. And striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course perhaps... And yes, Harris has countered with a tiny bell. That is wonderful play. Of course we've seen that before. Look at her face. She is absolutely gutted. What a mug. That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame.
Oh no, here they come again, right?
Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles. So, there we go. Tommy Harris. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact, a caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay,
oh no, oh no. Wait, there, here. Okay.
I mean, sort of breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much you can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? All right, I'll try and carry on.
Okay,
the players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters, hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match. Nonsense is going on here. Yes.
We want our money.
Yes, very good. Take them away. Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters. Oh, jog on!
This is the mine round.
It's an absolute bloody...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round. And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it?
Oh gosh, this segment.
Nice imaginary shot there from Harris. It really could go in there at this point. Really high-level play here from two absolute juggernauts of the sport.
Hold.
The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hand. Interesting. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on.
Illegal spit.
From Striker. But she's in it to win it.
Harris's ball.
On it, like a car bonnet. Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris. And he's trying to... And the banana was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end. What a pathetic... There we go, Jeremy, that is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official.
Contestants in, please. And the winner...
Okay, now I mustn't touch the board when he gets electric.
Annual Sports Board Championship is... everyone!
Okay, the ref has decreed once again a win for everyone, including me as my 15th win in the Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be
cool.
tonight
Are we
with my
through
wife and
this
children.
segment?
Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the on-site security to collect their medals.
Okay, don't touch those buttons.
And thanks again for watching the Sports Board Championships. What more is there to say? I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating tonight. And all that's left to say, Jeremy, is...
Gosh, that was close.
Patrick Bannon there had an extraordinary final.
Historic.
Oh, I see.
Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Oh, yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone shocked me.
What?
Fucking microphone just shocked me. Where's that sound guy?
Oh, I put the wrong ad on. Oh, they're going to eat me out for that.
Everything okay?
Oh, the mics are just trying to kill us now, apparently.
You'll be fine. You're unshockable.
I'm immune to your cheap flattery.
I'm wearing you down.
Boozman again. Just heard from the chaps in maintenance that this storm is causing the odd power surge. Some of your controls might be a bit dangerous. Now, I know you're tough and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
No. This is going to be tricky.
You'll get this in-depth companion magazine, charting the highs and lows of DIY history.
Okay, no censoring. Okay, so just gotta watch out, not touch anything that's electric at the moment.
And we'll send you the first 8 editions with no postage or packing. That's right, no postage, no packing. Plus you'll also receive this exclusive little bit of drill bit absolutely free. So, what are you waiting for? Start collecting today. With week 10 you'll receive this screwdriver handle. The joy of screws, the only complete collection of real, authentic...
You'll see, Dan.
Okay.
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's fine.
Have you had a little accident?
Chissy cow.
5, 4, 3...
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in titles. It doesn't seem very...
I gotta be so careful not to get electrocuted.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some...
I gotta be careful, he swears a lot.
You know, whinges.
People who've yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's tripping on me.
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, and you're being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Oh, okay, it's not usually how it works.
I got shocked.
What scares you? I mean, really scares you?
Talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that advance have
This
cured
is flipping too
death?
quickly.
That'll be a vote winner. Yep, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera
Oh,
there?
sorry, it's camera fall like that.
When I was 13, my mum came and got me from school. He had to go to the hospital. My granddad, he'd collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him. He were all frail and pale. And I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope. 3 days later, he were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge.
Oh man, I nearly died there.
It was awful. It were awful for us, and this is the point. It were awful for him. He could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade away. And he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't. Or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important. This is a service only for people who choose it. For people who feel they've run their course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline.
Just giving me an electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think it fried my asshole.
Oh, we're still on the air, Peter.
Yes. Sorry. My apologies. Oh.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Sorry. I've got a sapkin. Can I get a little bit of help here, please?
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
That one was massive. Right, no, this bastard's coming off.
The older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of... with a rusty twat.
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
For fuck's sake.
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film to tell your viewers
Ow.
everything you need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, Megan, we're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you so much for being here. Jeremy.
Right, yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank
Oh,
you
thank
to
God.
our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board Final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name is Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
Keep it together, I'm still alive, right?
I don't suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
Well, it's my nephew, so we transitioned, but otherwise not the leak.
Broadcast complete. Good lord, that was intense. We got the live and spooky unlocked. I'm looking forward to that. But yes, that was quite rough. This game is ruthless. A significant reduction to pay. We barely had anything. After we put our lives at risk for them and everything. I suppose I'll check out the rushes quick.
Oh, how's it going with Steve?
Why are all men such pricks?
That one, eh?
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his faith.
No.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his
Okay, we've
imaginary...
heard this a whole bunch of times. We'll skip past that. The Tadlocks. Let's see what that is. I guess we saw the pre-roll for the most part.
With that exclusive Prime Ministerial interview coming up...
Up.
Is it raining outside? I'm sure if
Okay, we'll mute that one.
A bit. I saw a man float by on a massive boat.
Makeup, where is that useless fucking idiot?
I don't suppose he had any pets.
Yeah, 2 of each.
Makeup!
Seriously, I felt a drip.
10 seconds, everybody. Look, I'll have someone look into it. For now, try not to drown. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Oh wait, yeah. I'll check this out.
As you can see, Megan, there's still a few open wounds here. I'll tread carefully. I'm going to speak to Timmy now. Hello, Timmy. Can you see me?
Mummy, who's that lady?
It's the lady from television, Timothy. She's going to ask you a few questions.
And you be careful now, it upsets him to remember.
Don't worry, Mr. Tadlock. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason. So, Timmy,
Oh, lucky
can
you.
you tell us what happened to you? You had just unwrapped Mr. Snugglehugs, hadn't you? Was he under the tree?
Yes.
Yes.
Fine.
I could smell him already.
You must have
It
seen
smelled
it.
like love.
Ah, yes. That'll be the fur. It's scented with hoof.
Okay, yes. I remember all of that quite vividly.
He looked at me with his one eye and laughed. Laughed as he burned.
It sounds very traumatic. Do you have
This ending was
nightmares?
savage.
Right, that's quite enough of you two coming in here with your camera trying to make a buck out of our suffering. I have it.
Mr. Tadlock, just a couple more questions. Timmy, do you think you will ever be what we can call
No, you have a
normal
question.
again?
And now look. Oh, you've made him cry with all 3 of his eyes.
Calm down, you're
I will
Do you
make
think
a
your parents will ever
dear
really love
Marjorie.
you again?
Right, that's it. Enough. Come on,
I'm
Nick.
angry, Mr. Tadlock.
No, your poster, your favourite poster. Timmy, are you okay? Oh.
So there you have it.
Drink the water.
Just one of the many victims of an indescribable tragedy that
That
has shaken our nation.
I'm bleeding, am I not?
Thank you, Robin. Harrowing stuff.
Megan,
Yes, he is.
watch your back, Jeremy. Women are coming.
I'm more worried about this water dripping onto my head.
Okay, I'm not going through that sports board again, that's for sure. The PM's in the studio. I think we get the gist. I didn't get to see some of these. I didn't see Crazy Neil Easter.
This is Crazy Neil's extra exciting bed and crazy cushion Easter extravaganza. We're going to give you crazy bed prices. You want just a mattress? We're going to ship them. They're water damaged. And we don't mean a little light drizzle. We mean soaking. They're taking up space. This has got the crazy feel of an Easter Neil deal. We've got beds, cushions, beds with cushions, beds without cushions, beds with curtains, bedside tables, pictures you can put on your wall, cushions that when you lick them, they'll light up your life. A bed that helps you to levitate. Come on down to Crazy Neil this Easter. Don't be lazy. Let's get crazy. You want to sleep on your lawn? We've got flower beds. We have even got shrubbery. You want to sling a hammock? We'll throw in the trees for free. You need a sleeping bag? We've got men's sleeping bags, boys' sleeping bags, couples' sleeping bags you could sleep in upside down with just your feet out. We got beds you can sleep on your front, back, head. You got piles, we got cushions for miles. Michelangelo spent all his time on his back painting because he couldn't afford a bed. And we say we're going to come down on prices so hard they're going to look flatter than an elephant in a pancake throwing competition. It's an Easter deal with Neil appeal. You want to come down and arm wrestle me? Ah!
Neil's deals for you. Dieu de cochon.
Why bother strengthening your body when you can strengthen your face?
Oh wait, is this the same as before? Nah, we got that. I think that's gonna do it for this segment. It is what it is. This wasn't like the best sequence. A lot of very dour storytelling about our actual character, Alex Winston, and his family troubles, which were somewhat depressing, to be honest. And then a very stressful studio section where it was raining and electrocution and trying to hide nudity, and yeah, it was a lot. So let's hope for something a little more lighthearted in the next one. But until then, thanks for company. Take care.